Welcome to Hunting Vintage with Dusk. Today is going to be an unboxing of some different purchases that I made out and about over the last 2 weeks. I went to a card show in Lockport, New York, and I went to a flea market in Clarence, New York. Now at the flea market, it's called Antique World. It's a really big vendor. There's a lot of sports cards there, a lot of unopened boxes, a lot of open packs. Everybody wants $1 a pack. When I was walking around over this past weekend, I walked up on this lady. I started looking at these group of cards here, and it was the first vendor I came to, and I said to myself, you never spend all your money on one spot. So about 45 minutes later, I walked around, and I said to myself, I got to go back to there just in case, see what I can do to try to work out a deal. She already packed up her stuff and was walking to her car with her final load, and I approached her and I said, listen, you still got those packs, right? She's like, yeah. So she took me over to her car, went through them, and I just started grabbing boxes to see how much she would charge. And I said, I can't do $1 a pack. And so I said, how much you want for this group of cards? There is 133 packs in total, almost a full box of the 91 Upper Deck, a full box of 91 Score, a half a box of the 90 Fleer with some 88 Score on top. I got a 3/4 box full of the 91 Score and a half a box of this 91 Pro set down here. And she's like, how about $45? I'm like, deal. So that's roughly 33 cents a pack. Didn't think that was too terribly bad. I know it's junk wax error, but you never know. You might hit something. Brett Favre on the 91 Upper Deck, and who knows whatever else in the other packs. So then, as I was walking around, I went to the indoor section where they had the vendors and found this box of 91 Upper Deck baseball with the Michael Jordan short print, as well as trying a chance for a Nolan Ryan. It's $20 for this box. It's missing one pack from a full box. When I looked it up on eBay, these were about $50 a box. I said to myself, you can't beat that for 20 bucks. So that was $65 for all these unopened packs. Should go for some good ripping. I'm trying to decide whether I want to open up a second channel, ripping packs with Dusk, or if I should just open these up on my own on this main channel here. Still debating on what I want. Like and subscribe down below. Tell me what you want. Should I start opening packs as well, or just open up a second channel? Only problem is lately I haven't won a lot of estate sales. So that's the reason why I'm thinking about just ripping packs at the same time as in between unboxings of estate sales. So at the card show in Lockport, New York, there was a vendor there, and he had a 4,000 count box. And so I was going through his 4,000 count box, and I came across this card first, an Eddie Murray rookie card. I go, how much do you want for it? He said $1. I was like, okay, sweet. And then I started looking through his box. I found this Andre Dawson rookie card, 77, 75 Al Kaline. Now the 75 Al Kaline is actually an OPC. And then the 70 Brooks Robinson and this 77 Mike Schmidt. I had to put these cards down because my daughter had to use the bathroom with. So I was like, can you hold these? I'll come back. And when I came back, he's like, just grab what you want and see what we can come up with. So then these cards, I started looking through his 4,000 count box where he had all his vintage. And I said to myself, let's take a look and see what we can find. So I got a 1961 Curt Flood, 54 Eddie Robinson, 54 Dick Littlefield, 54 Maury Martin, Gene Conley, Don Mueller, Howie Fox, Bob Trice, Maury Martin, Tony Barnum, 53 Gene Conley. I didn't mean to grab two of these. I was trying to just grab one of each, of his old stuff from the 50s. 53 Bob Adams, Bill Brutton, Ed Bailey, Hal Brown, Keith Thomas, Ivy Noreen, 52 Gene Harding, 52 Al Evans. Really centered well, really sharp, nice corners, and a 62 Willie McCovey. At that point, I said to myself, how much do you want for these cards here? And he said $100. And I said, all right, deal. And he goes, what about those other ones? He's like, you can have those too. I was like, okay, sweet. And then as I was paid him the money, he's like, oh, you like the old stuff. So here, why don't I throw in this 62 Warren Spahn, it's a little dirty, and then this 1965 Sandy Koufax World Series card in there as well. I'm like, okay, I'm not going to complain. And then he goes, why don't you have this box of 91 Upper Deck? Seemed like a good-spirited kind of guy. I said to myself, okay, I'm not going to turn that down for $100. I got home, looked it up. The McCovey's worth about $40 alone, $30-$40. The Eddie Murray's worth $10 to $20. The Andre Dawson rookie's worth another $10 to $15. And these are, you know, $3 to $5 a piece, depending on who wants to buy them. So again, if you're liking the videos, hit the button down below, like and subscribe. Tell me what you would like to see. Would you just want me to start opening some packs, or do you want me to, you know, start a second channel? The other day I was opening some cards with my youngest daughter. These Repack whack. Asked her if she wants to open football, basketball, or baseball. She said she wanted to open football. And so opened up a couple packs of that, and I came across, these were the cards that we opened up. I don't remember a lot of the years on these, but there is a really interesting card I had to put it into a top loader, and I think I wanted to show you guys it real quick. We got a Bruce Hall, Kelvin Martin, Kevin Mack. I remember him back in the mid-90s as a, you know, one of the staple players that you want for your fantasy football team. Scott Hunter, Louis Breeden, George Roberts, Kevin Glover, Darrell Grant, Ken Burrow, John Jefferson. Now the Repack wax, I do like the fact that you get a little bit of different. You get some new, some old. It's always nice. Now on pro lines, don't forget to check the back for the autograph and the little notary seal that's embossed into is almost like a stamp. So always, again, these pro lines, check the back for autographs, because you never know. Freeman McNeil, Sam Mills, Mark Carrier, a real big player back in the 90s. Frank LeMaster, Sterling Sharp, Larry Sipple, Larry Webster. Now we're getting to the cards that were really good out of these packs. Got a Steve Ettman rookie card. Remember him being like drafted #1. We got a Brandon Whedon, Hollywood Brown, basically the main guy there in Kansas City right now because of all the injuries. Ken Stabler, and then this 1951 Walter Piggy Barnes. This thing is in really nice shape. It's just got a little bit of discoloration on the card up here, but the corners seem to be in really nice shape. Now I looked it up. It's about, you know, $5, $6 card, but 1951 Piggy Barnes. So let me know, comment what your favorite card is of this unboxing, and as always, like and subscribe. Thanks for watching, and happy hunting.